Is Harry Year the new DeFi plez? What's happening with 2omb.finance and 2omb.finance? What the fork is going on? Hey, what's going on, my DeFi degen friends? I've been waiting to make some videos for a while on crypto, never really found, what I should do, but this seems like a good a time as any to jump into it. So what has happened over these last 12 hours in our small DeFi space, especially in the Phantom space? There's been a lot of developments happen over the last 12 hours. It's been kind of crazy. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I was just going to give it a quick rundown just to let everyone know what has happened. There might be some bits I've missed, don't hold me to anything, but I thought it'd just be good to kind of share some opinions and views on the matter and try and explain to everyone better exactly what's happened. So as everything starts, it starts with a 2omb Tuesday. Well, not necessarily, but in this instance, this is where it started. If you don't know who Harry Year is, he's the fintech billionaire. He owns 2omb, he now owns Shiba, Phantom Shiba. Every Tuesday does a 2omb Tuesday announcement, and this week was especially saucy. So part of this 2omb Tuesday announcement, Harry Year said that part of 2omb's mission is to give back and support the 2omb and Phantom ecosystem. It has come to my attention there are many 2omb forks out there, and there are many rugs and scammers trying to profit off the success of 2omb. We have spent countless hours of effort trying to maintain 2omb in the community. Highlights whatthefork.xyz, a Twitter account which is 2omb Fork Watch, which quite a lot of people will probably be familiar with. They're quite notable in the community, quite trusted too. With that being said, effectively immediately, we have removed 2omb.finance from GitHub. We are upgrading our license to the same license that Uniswap v3 will be used for licensing 2omb. So we are working with IP licensing lawyers on this. So this is kind of where it all started to kick off. Additionally, this means we'll be going after every fork with full force of the law when necessary, with law enforcement. We'll identify every fork of 2omb that has been created since I took over 2omb.finance. If you are a legitimate fork of 2omb.finance and have a valid use case for using the smart contracts, you can email us. All 2omb forks will be held accountable and have been warned. So this is kind of where it all started. As we all know, there's quite a lot of 2omb forks around at the moment. It's a bit of a hype, which is a great thing because the community is just buzzing. The Phantom community is really grown and it's developing, and it's these forks that help the community to develop and push on and get better, and that's all part of the experience. That's how you develop an ecosystem. As we all know, with a lot of these forks, we get quite a lot of rugs sometimes, so I do agree, people do need to be held accountable for that. That's true. There's a lot of people who are anonymous in DeFi, in crypto in general, and there is no accountability for that. So the main issue that threw the community up in arms after this was Harry Year tweeting, as it's come to my attention there is another 2omb fork, 2omb.finance, which is a potential rug. We have informed them to return funds back to users and shut down anon teams with zero accountability. We have warned them, stay tuned. So this was a pretty, this is what sent everyone into meltdown, especially from the 2omb.finance community, which is one of the craziest, best communities that I've seen. People in 2omb's Discord that were saying, they don't really agree with it. I saw a couple of posts comparing charts after this announcement on Twitter was made, and it's quite evident to see the sentiment that's happened following Harry Year's actions. So T-shirt has kind of declined. I think 2omb, as I'm recording this, has lost its peg, whilst 2omb, 3omb it's just bounced straight back up. I've seen a lot of stuff in the Telegram, people saying that they're moving from 2omb, they're dumping all the 2omb, moving into 2omb. It's a really tricky situation, and I think it's awesome that people are rallying behind these projects. You can check for yourself in the 2omb Discord channel. They've got a lot of information on there. As soon as it happened, some of the dev team they jumped onto a Twitch live stream actually to dispel a lot of the accusations. There was a post from crypto trader: to battle FUD with facts, it's the only way. You are anons. We plan on doxing Forgiving, who's the main dev of 2omb. He's actually 16, I believe, so he can't dox for legal reasons. You are a copy, which was like Harry Year's main issue with all of these 2omb forks, but I just think that's innovation and how things develop in tech, in the real world. That's just how success is brought about and how people are challenged, and then there's competition brought about. The response is, no, we are not. Check what we did and what we do. I know they've built their own protocol on Treasury, which they're going to use to do stabilised pegs and things like that. You can't use our code. It's DeFi. The license is open to everyone. You have no proprietary code over anything. Audit is crap, not by Certic. They don't need to explain. They do have an audit. You guys will rug. We've implemented a three-way multisig by which two of them will be doxed, and the dev contract is published, and also the contract is renounced, so they cannot take funds out of there, I don't believe. Obviously you have to do your own research on that, but this is just the information that's available in the Discord channel and that some of the admin team have put out, so you might want to check that out yourself. It kind of feels a bit like suits versus community, which is kind of a shame, because as a Phantom community and DeFi in general, we're all about pushing for that decentralized, community aspect, all working together, all with one goal in mind towards financial freedom, away from hugely legal implications or whales putting the foot down and stopping a whole protocol, ruining people's livelihoods, because that's what Harry has done in a sense by him making that tweet. So after this tweet, 2 shares, which is the share token for 2om, that almost dropped in half, in which people might have panic sold the bottom, and then it's bounced back up and recovered nicely. But for a lot of people, they've lost a lot of money there, and these are not billionaire fintech investors that have got money to spare to just throw around and create accusations and cause panic. These are people who, perhaps putting in more than they should, but on a project like this, for some billionaire just to say, look, yeah, I'm going to ruin it for you. In hindsight now, it seems like a bit of a smokescreen, because it's recovered. Harry has gone quiet on the situation. I'm not sure where his stance is now for that community aspect, because that's what everyone's jumped into DeFi for, and they don't want to lose touch with, building a truly decentralized community in which everyone can thrive in it, rather than the guy who's got a lot of power, he's got a lot of money, he's got a lot of influence, and he's got a lot of time to go to court and take all these people to court. I mean, forgiving the 2om dev, he's only 16, he's not gonna go to court anytime soon just for making a successful project. So yeah, it's all kind of crazy right now. There's been a lot of upside momentum and potential over the last couple of weeks with the Andre Cronje project coming, and obviously we had the whole Danny and Sifu drama that happened earlier last week, which I thought we was just about getting over, and then Harry A comes in with a bomb and just throws that on us. But hopefully it's just a blip in the road, hopefully it's nothing too serious. I know there's a lot of other devs in the space that have created forks themselves, but they're working so hard to be innovative and come up with new ideas for these projects and develop them further than what they are. They're not just trying to copy 2om and take all the glory from 2om and all the TVL. They're actually trying to develop the projects into something more serious, more sustainable. It's happening with 2omb.finance, it's happening with Scarab. I know a couple of other projects are trying to do something similar too. So hopefully we just brush past this, carry on, just keep building into the ecosystem. So yeah, if you like the video, let me know. I'll probably do a follow-up to this to see where the drama's heading, see if there's any more drama going on in the space, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.